Um, you've said there's no magic formula, but that the magic is doing what only you can do, which I just love that.
Oh,
So
thank
my
you.
question is, how for you, how did you figure out what that actually meant, like personally as a founder? What was the magic that only you could do? I mean, I can just imagine that it took some soul searching and some real effort to get there.
Yeah. So, well, thank you. That means a lot. Like I said, I I didn't have any other choice. I didn't have I didn't come out of a training for this. I didn't
Right.
have that kind of background. Um, I had someone tell me, his name is Daniel, who's told me early on, uh, trust your gift. Like just trust your gift. Hindsight is always 2020, right? Looking back, you can see, oh, well, I had this life experience. I was one of those kids who I'm old enough, I will be 59 this year, and I'm old enough to remember the day of like paper meal tickets. You would go through the lunch line, you would have to get your meal ticket punched. And after you got all
Oh.
the holes punched, I know we had electricity. It was amazing. Um, but after you got all your holes punched, you had to go back to the office and pay to get another meal ticket.
Hmm.
Well, I remember standing in the lunch line and pulling the meal ticket out of my pocket, and my buddy Kent next to me saying, "Hey, I was in probably fourth grade. Hey, man, how come yours is blue and mine's red?" Well, I didn't realize I was one of those kids on a special meal program.
Interesting.
And so looking back, I tell people there's certain things that only you can do. Like I won the lottery. I had a mom who brainwashed me to think I could do anything I wanted to do. Right. And then I had a dad who came alongside her and said, yes, but you have to work for it. So I got my work ethic from him and my dreamer, kind of from her. And so it was like, that were the two or three things that were in my toolkit to do. And so I
Mhm.
feel like, you know, there's the world doesn't need another Tom. The world needs a Leia to do what only Leia can do, you
Mhm.
know. And your experiences, your talents, your gifts, your strengths, your skills are uniquely housed in you. And if you can leverage those, then you can do things I can't figure out how to do at all. So I think there's something to just the magic is is doing what only you can do.
And then really leaning into that. I just think that's such an incredible and motivating testament, and so wonderful, particularly for young kids to hear as well, that find that. And it's it's what's interesting is I hear you saying you're not quite saying find your passion, you're saying find something you're good at and do that thing. And
Yes.
that, but for you it's led you to fulfilling this I mean, and it doesn't sound to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, as though you knew all along that this was going to be something to do, that you would do. You ended up pulling your talents into it when you saw the need that was there. Is that really how it
That
happened?
is 100%, Leah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and it's not that it doesn't finding things that you're good at, finding things that
Hmm.
you can do that align with those skills and strengths that can bring you passion, right?
Sure.
That can align with that.
100%.
But today's Tuesday. I'm also passionate about tacos. Like there are lots of things that I'm passionate
That's
about,
right.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And in Austin, we have great tacos. So come see us. There are tons of things that you can be passionate about. But I think when you align that
Hmm.
with your strengths, confidence comes from your skill set, which I think you and we all enjoy things we're good at. Um, I don't enjoy doing my taxes. I don't enjoy changing the oil on my truck. Like there are certain things that I'm not passionate about because that's not a skill set I love or have. So I think you're right. I think there's a connection there.
Absolutely.